Imagine having big dreams, but never achieving them. You work hard, you plan everything, but somehow success always slips away. Have you ever wondered why? What if I told you that talking too much about your goals might be the reason? Stay with me till the end, and you'll discover a powerful lesson that can change your life. In a small town, there lived a boy named Lucas. He was smart, hardworking, and had big dreams. But he had one habit that often got him into trouble. He talked too much. Whenever he learned something new, he couldn't keep it to himself. He would tell everyone about his plans, whether it was about his studies, ambitions, or personal goals. Lucas believed that sharing his plans would motivate him. He loved the attention and praise he got from others. His friends admired his ideas, his family was proud of his ambition, and even his teachers encouraged him. But despite his big talks, Lucas struggled to achieve real success. One day, Lucas met an old wise man named Guruji in the town's temple. Guruji had noticed Lucas many times, always talking about his future. That day, Guruji called him and asked, "Son, you always talk about your dreams, but have you achieved them yet?" Lucas hesitated. He had set many goals, but had accomplished very little. He replied, "Guruji, I try my best, but things don't go as planned." Guruji smiled and said, "Let me tell you a story that will help you understand why." A long time ago, in a village, there was a poor farmer named Dev, but he was very hardworking. Dev had a dream, to own a big farm filled with crops. Every day he worked tirelessly and saved every penny. However, he had one rule. He never spoke about his plans to anyone. People in the village often asked him, "Dev, why are you working so hard?" But he would just smile and say, "You'll see when the time is right." Years passed, and slowly, Dev bought small pieces of land. He planted crops, expanded his farm, and built a beautiful house. The villagers were shocked. They wondered how Dev had achieved so much without ever boasting about it. One day, an old friend visited Dev and asked, "Why didn't you ever tell anyone about your plans?" Dev smiled and said, "When you talk too much about your dreams, two things happen. First, people discourage you, and second, your energy is wasted on talking instead of working. Silence protects your goals. Words are like arrows. Once shot, they cannot return. I chose to let my success speak instead." Hearing this story, Lucas was deep in thought. Guruji continued, "Son, when you speak too much about your goals, two things happen. First, not everyone will be happy for you. Some people might discourage you. Second, the excitement you feel about your goal fades away. When you talk too much, your mind believes you have already achieved something, and you lose the motivation to work for it." Lucas finally understood why his plans never worked. He was spending too much energy talking instead of taking action. He asked, "Guruji, can I still change myself?" Guruji smiled and said, "Of course. From today, speak less and act more. Let your success make the noise, not your words. Remember, silence is powerful." From that day, Lucas changed his ways. He stopped discussing his plans with everyone. Instead, he focused on taking action. He studied harder, worked towards his dreams in silence, and avoided unnecessary discussions. As months passed, Lucas saw a big difference. He was achieving more, his confidence grew, and he no longer needed external validation. When the results of his final exams were announced, Lucas had topped the school. His friends were shocked and asked, "How did you do it?" Lucas just smiled and remembered Guruji's words, "Be silent and get everything." Years later, Lucas became a successful entrepreneur. People admired his achievements, and he inspired many with his story. He proved that real success comes not from talking, but from acting. Sometimes, silence is the most powerful tool. Speak less, work more, and let your success do the talking. If you found this story helpful, remember to apply this lesson in your life. Focus on action, not words. And if you want more life-changing stories, make sure to stay connected. See you in the next video.